What's good, everybody? This is EJ,
It's your boy Kenny.
It's Francis. What's the word?
and this is the Banter 3FC podcast. We're three friends that love the game and love talking all things football. Let's get into it. All right. So, today's topics. We're going to go through this weekend's round of results. We're going to talk about the last week of the transfer window and how that closed out. And then we'll kind of just leave it open-ended to talk about what's going to be coming up in the future and to preview what's upcoming in the games and all that after the international break. So we're going to take a week off after this, but where do you want to start, boys?
I need that week off. Listen,
Right to
let's
it.
go in. Let's go in the order of the games
That's
as
that-
we normally do.
Yeah.
You know, let's
Order of
build
the
up.
games. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe Arsenal was first on the ticket then, right?
Bright and early. Yep.
Bright and early. The game ended 1-1. Had a very, very weird kind of couple of things happen in the game that made me feel very, bothered. Kai Havertz, he scored early. I think it was the first half, 37th minute or something like that. I actually rewatched the game today before today's podcast, and I got a feel of what
You
happened.
mean watched? You still want to lie to the American public?
Anyways, I know you're excited. Anyways,
Hey, I'm just trying to get mines in now.
it's okay. Yours is coming. Anyways, so I watched the game
Thank you.
today, right? And the game looked like it was gonna be a normal kind of game where maybe it's not an easy win, but we find a way to win a game like that. The refereeing decision that led to Declan Rice getting a red card, that really bothered me. Of everything that happened in the game, that's the one thing that actually bothered me because the yellow card that he got, that's yellow. There's no discussion. Very simple. But then there was a situation with João Pedro where he did the exact same thing that Declan did. But if you ask me, he did it worse. I think it was more an exaggerated version where he just at midfield booted the ball 40, 50 yards or whatever, and the ref didn't even bat an eye, right? And so for me, I only cry for consistency. That's the only thing that I want, right? If you're going to do that for that scenario, but then give Declan a second yellow that's going to lead to a red for that little touch on the ball. It's okay. If you gave João Pedro a yellow card when that happened, and then also gave Declan a yellow card that led to a red, I have nothing to say. That's Declan's fault. You're being stupid. That's his fault. But to not give that yellow there and then to give him a red, to get him kicked off, I don't know. For me personally, if I'm a referee, that's a situation where I call the player and be like, yo, stop being stupid. If you do it again, I'm going to give you a second yellow. You're going to get sent off. Don't do it again. Just to keep consistent with what was done earlier in the game. But, blame has to go on Declan for being stupid and giving the ref the opportunity to do some stupidity like that. Because I think things like this with the referee that nobody has ever seen before usually happens against us. Go back to Martinelli, the double yellow card and stuff like that. So he scored. We looked like we had control of parts of the game, but then we ended up getting the red card. That changed the dynamics of the game, and Brighton got in, and they scored, and they tied. The only thing I'm happy about is we didn't lose, because typically we used to lose games like that, but it's just terrible to see because we're going against City. We can't drop points, especially this early in the season against the opposition. So, yep, that's all I got.
The Declan Rice red card was justified. I don't care whatever you have to say. He was already a yellow card. Not only did he do the little kick, he was in the way, impeding the restart. As captain, you should know that. You should know better. Straight up. So
He's not the captain.
well, captain material. I'm sorry, Odegaard's the captain. But basically, regardless of whatever it is, Declan Rice knew what he was doing. He tried to be slick. It wasn't jiving this time. Big O, get up out of here. That's it. But other than that, you guys, if I recall, I did predict this was going to be a 1-1 early morning kickoff. I knew it was going to happen. You guys definitely were playing well. You guys played well. Havertz, similar go to Cole Palmer. Booped it over, lobs it over. Good finish. I thought that.
Why are you even mentioning Cole Palmer? Why?
Can I not talk? Can I not talk? But anyway, you guys were doing y'all. You guys were handling
There's
business.
something wrong with you.
You need to stop. Okay.
There's something wrong with you. What does Cole Palmer have to do with anything?
After the red card and after João Pedro tied it, you guys were definitely on survivor mode, I would say. Brighton definitely had a lot more chances, in my opinion, that they could have got a second goal. Just wasn't lucky. But to be fair, you guys defended. You guys held on, and y'all handled business in terms of at least not losing, like you said. So early in the season, I don't think this game is gonna have an effect on y'all that big. Because it's not like you guys are doing this against Nottingham Forest. This is Brighton. Brighton is a decent team, But
disrespect to Nottingham Forest.
That's fine. That's fine. Because I could have swore you guys lost to Nottingham Forest, right? Last year, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
That's why I respect Nottingham Forest.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, 1-1. It's all right. We move. Simple.
All right, my turn. I actually did watch this game in very, very good detail. From the beginning, you could tell it wasn't going to be a comfortable win, but like I said, and as EJ mentioned, it was going to be one of those where Arsenal was still going to take care of business. The red card, completely agree with the consistency thing. If it's a yellow, let it be a yellow. Regardless, Declan, you know better. Don't get yourself in a situation where you leave it up to a ref to decide. That happened. Yeah, second yellow came about. He's gone. And we move. I think you guys conceded within maybe I want to say 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
It was 10.
10 minutes.
10.
That was 7.
It was fairly.
It happened early, like the 46th minute, and then they scored the 57th or something like that.
Yeah, so fairly quick goal. But you can see just kind of the confidence that Brighton got from that red card. So it is what it is. City are going to drop points too, so it doesn't really make a difference at this stage of the Premier League. City's not about to not drop points, so it's going to balance itself out. It's just that now more so than ever, because of the North London derby coming up and Declan not being able to play, that's another huge factor. So you guys have to be able to figure out how you're gonna replace him. Tottenham's not, obviously, you understand the rivalry. They're not going to be an easy team to beat. So at least the good news is you do have time in the national break. You can plug in someone during practice, try to figure out what's going to work against Tottenham. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a win, not comfortable, but a draw is not the end of the world. City is going to drop points. Liverpool is going to drop points. We move. My question that I did have, which is what I wanted to ask you guys, and maybe this is not the best reflection given the red card, but I feel like we've always talked about Trossard when he starts versus him coming off the bench. It's like almost night and day. When he comes off the bench, it's he's going to do something.
It's a spark.
He's going to make an impact. Yeah. He's going to impact the game. But then when he does that, like he scored last week, his celebration was like, bro, start me. He gets the start, and it's never the same level of impact that we want to see kind of carry over from him getting, minimal minutes. Let me know what y'all think. That was my question.
It's really funny that you say that, bro, because like a lot of Arsenal like sports talk and Twitter, they all say the same thing. He's an anomaly, if you ask me, in my personal opinion. Like, he's one of those dudes where it's like, if you start, just like you said, you start him from the beginning, he either plays all right or he doesn't do too well.
Yeah.
But if he comes off the bench, it's like he always scores or gets an assist every single time. So I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's like that, but for me personally, I think I'd rather start him than Martinelli, just because I don't know what it is with Martinelli, but his things don't. Francis is gonna say I have an agenda against him, but like, if you watch soccer, what I'm saying, you see it. Like, he's not. What's the word I'm looking for? He's not clear and concise. Decisive, exactly. Decisive in what he wants to do in the final third. And that's what always is his issue. A couple of seasons ago when he had like a great season, scored a lot of goals. I think it was like 10 goals, 13 goals, something like that. Whenever he got the ball, he went and did exactly what he was going to do. But it's like, I don't know if it's because Xhaka left, he didn't have the consistency on the left side of the field, things, whatever. But I don't know. Trossard, for now, I think he's the better option to start if we want to have like a good result from the beginning. But maybe our new signing can help with that problem.
What's his name, Francis?
Oh, Sterling?
No.
Yeah, Sterling.
No, tell us his name.
His name is Sterling. On the back of his kit, it says Sterling.
I can't hear you, Francis.
Okay.
You're whispering again.
Sterling is his name. Sterling. But Trossard is basically kind of like a super sub, almost like a 6-man equivalent. Basically.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he actually, given the Raheem signing, if that's going to push him to kind of step into that, I need to show that I'm a starter, rather than him just being able to come in from Martinelli and be a super sub. Oh, it's going to be interesting. I guess we'll talk about it in the transfers, so I'll hold off for now. But Chelsea?
We're going into it right now? Yeah, we are next. Okay.
Be quick.
Nah, it is quick. Nah, honestly, this week I don't really have much to say. I know I predicted a win. Unfortunately, we ended up with a 1-1 draw. First half, we were playing very well. Cole Palmer. I'm sorry. Wow, I just blanked the school. Yes, no. It was a great counterattack.
Just has Cole Palmer in his mind.
Cole Palmer with the assist. It was a great counterattack. Nunny got the ball on the right side, dashed past the defender, mad space, one nice pass to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer assist to Nico Jackson. On a tap-in, yes, I know it's a tap-in, but hey, it's a goal right now. Just the second half, it's just something that's just been bugging me for so long. And EJ's going to have a field day with this. It's just we're inconsistent when it comes to finishing and putting the ball in the net. It's so annoying. We really should have scored at least another goal, if not maybe 2. I got to give credit. Eze's goal, superb goal. But we have multiple chances that we could have scored and ended up winning this game. But it is what it is. It's 1-1. It's not the end of the world. It's early in the season. Hey, we move. That's it.
It's only game week 2 for you, right?
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
Right.
So a win in a draw. That's all.
Kenny?
You're insane.
Insane
I watched I watched the game. Actually, I kind of have a different view than you in the first half, to be honest with you. I think Crystal Palace played very well. They started off better. Chelsea just caught them on a counterattack, where the reason why that even happened was because Will Hughes couldn't take the foul because he was already on a yellow. So he would have got a red against when Noni dribbled past him. So I think Crystal Palace, they were playing well. I didn't think you guys, were dominating or anything like that. It could have gone either way. They got caught on a counter, and you guys scored. And then Eze's goal, just beautiful, beautiful finishing. The touch, and watching throughout the whole game, he just gets in those pockets where he gets the ball and then he just kind of skates past players. So yeah, it's definitely his team, especially with Elise gone. There's no doubt about it. Looking forward to see what Nketiah does with Eze. Kind of their link up play there. I think it could be something. But yeah, 1-1 draw. Nothing kind of too outlandish that I saw. Neto didn't have the best game, which was kind of surprising by his standards.
And he started, right? He started.
Yeah,
He started.
yeah. Yep, he started. But the commentator made a good point that, he typically he prefers right wing. So, still adjusting to just being a left winger for now. So I think he'll be just fine. But yeah, it was a good game. I think a 1-1 draw was probably
fair.
A fair result. Thank you. So yeah.
Well, on my side, exactly what I said was going to happen. You guys did well last week, but that didn't really prove anything. You're a young team, not much experience throughout like the front line, midfield, or defense, or even in goal. So you're going to have a good week, you're going to have a bad week. And I knew that this was going to happen. You were going to have a bad week, especially if you looked at last week, like you won, but you guys are wide open. So, like, I'm not paying attention to the score. I'm paying attention to how y'all played. And based off of what I saw, I was like, yeah, you guys got away with it today, but I don't know how long that lasts, especially with the young team. So consistency is always going to be a thing. So whoever you guys play next, you're probably going to have a better result, but or this might linger because you guys, this was at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they play Bournemouth. They play Bournemouth next.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I won't even say that that's going to be a standard.
No, that's not.
Anything
Oh,
can
no.
happen. Yeah. So we'll see how you guys bounce back after international break. But like I said, consistency is everything.
That's fair.
Honorable mention. I don't know what's gotten into him, but Dean Henderson is looking like the second coming of Jesus Christ. I don't understand.
He made some crazy saves. He
did this. He did the same thing last week too.
Yeah.
He did the exact. I'm like, where was this?
The Nunny save in the first half. The one against Cole Palmer took a free kick. Well, that was kind of centered, but it's fine.
I forget who they played last week, but he had like 2 saves. Are just like, what in the world? But shout out to him.
All right, let's move on over. Kenny, talk to us about glory, Man United.
Old Trafford is coming down.
Stop it. Listen, this game will be known as the Casemiro game. I don't want to hear anything else. If any of you out there watch this game, please tell me so let me start by saying this. This game did not reflect a 3-0 game. Let me explain. The way we started the game, it was a good old Liverpool-Manchester United. Back and forth, good sound tactics. Everything was... There was no surprises. We knew what they were going to do. They knew what we were going to do. Just go out there and somebody be better on the day. We started off well. Literally, Casemiro decided to give the ball up to Liverpool twice in our own third. When that happens, and I've told you guys, goals change games. Once that happens, it ruins the entire mood of the team. You can't get back, especially goals like that, where it's like they couldn't break us down. Liverpool could not break us down. Our defense was tight. Everything was good. the first goal, Casemiro literally, I believe he passed it. This is the one he passed to
Gravenbach.
maybe Shabazlai. I can't remember.
No, it was Gravenbach because it was. I think he was trying to pass it because Bruno passed it back to Casemiro. He was trying to pass it back to Maino, but Maino wasn't even looking. And then,
yeah,
Gravenbach was right there, just took it.
And he had He had a good game. He on this system he could be very, very good. But regardless, it was an ridiculous pass. Ridiculous. You can't make passes like that. They come right down. They score. Second one. He's just hanging onto the ball. I don't know why he's not trying to pass the ball out. Gets nicked off the ball, and Liverpool score. Once you go down 2-0, it deflates the entire team. You see it. You're watching it. It's like he doesn't even want the ball anymore. They don't want to pass him the ball anymore. And you could just tell everything we worked on literally just went away in those two mistakes. And that is exactly what happened. And I said, take him off at halftime, which is what my manager did. At that point, team is deflated. They scored the third. I know it was Salah. Another stupid game. I forget who made the. I think that one, Mainu. He didn't make the pass. He just lost the ball.
He got sunned. He got sunned.
All right. Oh, stop gassing it.
Casemiro.
You know what it. The thing is, like, and I've said this to you guys the past 2 weeks. Even Onana does it. They just keep passing to Maino and expect him to always do something to get out of like 2-3 people. It's like, stop doing that. But anyway, yeah, whatever. That one, that's on him. But at that point, the game's over. Tactics are done. And it goes to your point you said, EJ. Let's see how Casemiro plays with some speed. Not well. So, sorry, Casemiro. I thank you for your service, but you're going to have to sit down for a little bit. Manuel Ugarte, please come in. I don't need you to do anything special. Just don't do that, and we'll be just fine.
So you're giving up on Casemiro already?
No, I'm not giving up. He's not done. He just can't play certain games. Like I said before, he's not a every week player, especially if you know the game is going to be won and lost in the midfield against Liverpool. You can't play him in those type of games. When it's slower, where maybe we'll have more possession, stuff like that, we're playing a lower level team, by all means, Casemiro, go EFL Cup. Have a blast. Barnsley. We play Barnsley in the EFL Cup. But he can't play certain types of games anymore. Or if he does play important games, he has to get some rest prior. That's all. But I'm sorry. That was the
full week, so I don't know.
Give him 2. That will go down as the Casemiro game.
Casa Scrubbo.
That's
1.
ridiculous.
Number 2, nah.
That's
number
so disrespectful.
2. I'm not gonna lie. I think you guys are lucky that this didn't end 5-0. This absolutely could, because we watched the highlights again. They were tearing your asses up. I'm not gonna lie, but Salah ritual. 7 consecutive matches he scored against you. How do you let one man score 7 straight games?
You have to talk to Harry Maguire and the rest of them.
Yeah, it started looking like men amongst boys at one point to me. But I mean, you guys just, this is like beyond. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's just one match, but yeah, you guys need to get back into Carrington and just really reevaluate yourself right now and figure out like where you're gonna go. I mean, Ugarte, will he be the saving grace for this?
I don't need him to be a saving grace. You have to take into consideration when you watch the game, those types of goals, it's very, very hard. Like, I'll get it if they break us down 1-2, Salah, I'll take that. But when you're literally just giving people of that caliber the ball in your own final third, it does something. You see it on the pitch. Watch. I'm telling you, watch the replay of the game. Watch how we started. Watch how Rashford was playing in like the first. I forget what minute they scored. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. Watch the back and forth. They couldn't break us down before Casemiro gave up the ball and then literally gave them the ball again. Just watch. That's how the game would have went. But
Also, Amad Diallo needs to start.
he started with Garnacho this game, correct?
No, it was Rashford.
Yeah.
He didn't
Rashford.
start.
Yeah. Garnacho on the right.
Yeah. But
Keep in mind,
Well-
So I'll let you go, Adrian, in a second. For that, it's because Garnacho prefers the left wing. But obviously, big boy Rashford is there. So, whatever.
Well, for me, Kenny, you already touched on it. I said this. Everybody was big up in Casemiro saying he looks like back to normal or whatever a few weeks ago. And I literally said, yeah, it's fine and dandy, but let's see how he plays in a game where there's more speed in the game. The signing of Casemiro reminds me of when you guys bought Schweinsteiger a few years ago.
Bastian Schweinsteiger. Holy.
No. Like, and I'm not trying to like crack jokes or anything, but like you bought a player who's a European legend, a great, right? I give Casemiro his flowers. At one point, he was the greatest defensive midfielder in the world. Constantly in like the UEFA World Team of the Year. Give him all his credit. But when you buy a player that has never played in the Premier League past their prime, this will always be the trajectory and the way that it ends. Because it just like it was with Schweinsteiger. He was nasty at Dortmund, or not Dortmund, at Bayern. But once he got to United, he's past his prime. His legs are not where he was never a fast player. Legs are gone. Tackling isn't as sharp. Passing isn't as sharp to keep up with the speed of the Premier League. It's the best league in the world. You can't come here like how dudes go to the MLS when you pass your prime. It don't work like that. And it's showing with Casemiro. His legs are gone. And I hate to say it, but it's time for him to take a step back. Maybe go to Saudi Arabia, go back to, Brazil maybe, or even back to Spain or France or something. I don't know, but he can't play in the Prem. Not anymore. And that's why y'all lost today, because you didn't play bad. You didn't play bad, but when you give Liverpool 2 goals in the first half, you can't come back. There's no coming back.
Like that.
Yeah, there's no coming back. So that's really all I have to say. My whole thing is about Casemiro. You gotta, yeah, it's bad.
Liverpool
Really
looks
bad.
pretty damn good.
Hell, I'm not gonna say all that. They look better.
No. Hold
They
on,
look
hold on.
better than what I thought they would have, but I'm not gonna say all that.
I'm not gonna give Liverpool their just desserts. I need to see them play against Tottenham City or even like Newcastle. I need to see a game like that first before I give them, because they haven't played anybody yet. They played Ipswich the first game. They played Brentford.
You're right.
after
They
that.
haven't played anybody.
I'm not even trying to crack jokes. That's him by himself. But yeah, I don't know. And then the other thing too, I want to make sure that I say this. I've always been on the side of Ten Hag staying and getting his time to show what he can do in the Prem. I'm always on the side of rebuild. I'm always on the side of give the manager time. This is what, year 3 for him?
Yep.
Year 3. Oh, hold on. I also need to say he's won trophies. He's won the Carabao Cup. He's won the FA Cup. It's not luck to do those things. It requires tactical awareness and skill to do those things. But this is the year where I'm going to start judging him critically, because this is year 3 that he's been at this club. They spent money to give him the players that he wants, build the system that he wants. Because I remember when Arteta was into year 3, that's when we started to judge him critically and really get into, like, what is he doing for this club? Is there improvement? This is the year for me personally. I'm going to judge critically and be like, I'm going to err on the side of ETH got to go, or y'all got to stick with him. So that's my view on Man U and the coach.
That's fine. But yeah, give me 2 trophies and 2 rebuilding years. I'll take it. To me, there's a no-brainer. I just need to see us at full strength. I feel like we're there. We just need to be at full strength. We need our striker.
What do you mean? When you say you're there, what do you mean?
We have the pieces we need to implement what he's been trying to do. We just need them to play. We have Hojlund just needs to come back. We have that striker that can be a striker. Year 2 for him in the Premier League. We've seen what he could do. What was it? 7 games in a row he scored. We have Garnacho's more experience. Rashford hopefully remembers how to play. We got Bruno. We have Ugarte. We signed Euro. We have Lissandro. I want to see what that pair looks like. We have Dalo, our player of the year last year. Put him back in his real position. Where's Luke Shaw? Where's Malacia? Where's our left back? Like, all these things. He needs a left-footed left back, like, for the things he does. That's why we got Lissandro, left-footed center back. Luke Shaw, left-footed. Malacia, left-footed. Like, we need all these things to make the system work.
Kenny, I hear everything that you're saying, but there was a time period where injuries affected everybody, and nobody wanted to hear it, so we got to be consistent.
No. Oh, no. And to this day, I don't know why you don't listen when I say this. Your issues was not injuries. It was you guys got bullied. I've always said this. I never cared about your injuries. It's the way in which you lost. There is no reason.
Brentford away at the beginning of the season I think it was 3 years ago.
That was one game, though, still.
No. But
you keep bringing up that game. There is no reason why you should be getting bullied, and that is what we said. Culture change. It's the way in which you. Stop bringing up Brentford. I'm talking about the whole time you guys got bullied. You would get the thing. Play Arsenal physical, and you will beat them. Has that not always been the thing?
Yeah, but we were still building at that point, trying to get the players that we needed.
Excuses.
As you can see, at that
doesn't
time,
matter.
Excuses. Let's move on.
Is that not the same thing that you're saying right now?
No.
Get the players and the pieces that you need. At that time, yeah, we were getting bullied because we didn't have the players to play physical.
That has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the players. It's the attitude in which you play with. If we lose, that's fine. If dudes play hard and it's just a lack of talent or whatever the chances are, fine. But don't play, for example, when Rashford wasn't chasing back. That I'm not going to tolerate. I don't care if it's Rashford. I don't care if it's Friends. I don't care if it's EJ. Run back on defense. That has nothing to do with injuries. I'm cool with losing if you lose.
What you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. The thing that I used to talk about was, what is Shakhtar and Mustafi going to do against big players in the Prem? Physical players in the Prem. That's what I'm saying. At that time, we didn't have good players. Like, we didn't have good physical players to compete at a high level, in my opinion. But hey, that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Let's table that.
But I personally, I just don't want to hear about injuries. I want to hear about that.
That's on you.
I feel like the coach should be able to find a way to coach around that.
Tactics, yep. That's interesting.
That's
interesting.
Tactics. But anyways, let's move on to the next section of the show. The transfer window. As we all know, the transfer window ended last week. Yeah, kiss your teeth. Make sure you get all the gunk out, Francis. The transfer window closed Friday, August 31st, 11:59 p.m. And a couple moves were made on transfer deadline day. Let's talk about it. Who would like to start?
Let's start with Chelsea.
Let's get
It's a
out the
long
way.
list.
Let's get out the way. Let's get out the way. The big elephant in the room. Why I was vehemently pissed and upset. We know that we need a striker. We haven't had a proper striker since 2017 and Diego Costa. We had a chance at getting our Niger brethren, Victor Osimhen. Things didn't work out. We don't have him. So that's the main thing I was really upset about. We also were able to bring in Jadon Sancho. I personally, I'm not really flustered about it because we already have enough people on the right wing. We have Madueke and Palmer, and literally Neto can play there too. So it's like 3 different people. But hey, let's see what he can bring to us. Hopefully, it's a recharge of his career. See if it was simply ETH up there, or if it's him who's the problem. So we'll see about that. We let go of a couple people. Raheem Sterling.
No, talk about your players. Don't talk about my
but
players.
he is my player. I'm saying we let go. Yeah, we let go of him. He's on loan now. He's on loan, going to Arsenal. There's actually a couple other people which I'm actually forgetting right now. Chalobah, I think Chalobah's now on loan. Right? Crystal Palace, yeah. So, and it's probably
and then you sold that other dude to Saudi Arabia. I don't even know his name. I don't know where he came from. I didn't know he was on your team.
Angela, I think he's a midfielder. This is listen. This is what I've been telling y'all since the owners came in. They don't really give a damn about winning. They just want to make profit. I've said this to you guys. You have to understand
It's
this.
obvious.
You know what? Because we're gonna keep things PG, I'm just gonna stop right there. So that's all we have to. That's all I have to say today. That's it.
Kenny?
Today I have a tribute. Scott McTominay is, and will be one of the best, most hardworking midfielders that Manchester United has ever had. Was he the most talented? No. But you know what that man did? There was never a game where I said he is not playing hard. And that is my thing. It goes back to my last point. Give me a player that's going to do that, and he's going to overachieve. Why is Scott McTominay winning 12 points for us last season? Why? He has no reason to be there. But because he plays hard, he found himself in the right positions. He was always ready, whether he started or off the bench. And there was never a game you can never say, yeah, he might miss a pass. Yeah, he might not be able to do some technical things. But he's going to give his all for the badge. So, Scott McTominay, thank you for your services. You're an academy legend. You showed what it means to really play for the badge. Good luck in Napoli, and I really do hope you have a successful career. Now, moving on to the players we brought in. As you know, I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. Ugarte, really excited to see what he does. Obviously, need to bring him up to speed. Bring him up to the Premier League. It's not an easy transition. It's not just going to be plug and play. So, hopefully, he gets going quickly, adjusts, and all that good stuff. Jadon Sancho. I don't know why any player would still want to go to Chelsea. I don't understand it. I really don't. But good luck to him. Again, whatever beef is squashed. I have no hate towards Jadon Sancho. He just doesn't see himself fitting Manchester United anymore. Him and ETH squashed the beef. And it's good. go to Chelsea, go to wherever. We've seen his talent. We've seen what he can do when he actually cares. He's a game changer. You can't just play against PSG in the Champions League and look like the best player in the field. It's not easy. So we'll see what he does at Chelsea. I just don't think he's going to get the opportunity based on the amount of players you guys have. And he's a player that needs the opportunity, so I don't know why he left in the first place. So, but whatever.
We thank you
no
for your
hate.
well wishes.
Yeah, good luck. And yeah, I know we sold a couple players as well. Hannibal, who moved over to Burnley. Good luck to him. He was always a player that's kind of on the fringe, but just could never break into the starting 11. I feel like I'm missing someone else.
Police Street.
Oh yeah, I talked about him last week. Good luck to him. There was one more person, but I'll let you go, EJ, and hopefully I remember.
Well, we let go of a few players. We let go of Eddie Nketiah. We let go of Reece Nelson and Aaron
Is that a loan?
Ramsdale. Reece is a loan, but the other two are full sales. Appreciate everything that Ramsdale and Nketiah has done for the club. Eddie came in at a very rough time, and he did what he had to do, but he was just, in my opinion, he was never good enough to be the guy at Arsenal, and hopefully he could go do that at Crystal. I wish him nothing but the best. Appreciate his efforts. Ramsdale, it hurt me to see that he's no longer on this team no more. I really loved Aaron Ramsdale. Hopefully things work with him at Southampton, and hopefully he can find a way to be the number one in England. But I hope that he does well, keeps them up, and finds a move away to a bigger club at some point next year or in the next couple of years. But yeah, the pickup of Neto was a good pickup. We have him as a backup goalkeeper. He's already familiar with the Prem.
Sneaky
Nothing
good.
crazy. Sneaky good. Nothing needs to be done there, so I'm happy with that. And last but not least, picked up Raheem Francis. You say it with me. Raheem the Dream. Sterling.
Raheem Sterling.
Let me say something to you right now, Francis. You better pray to
I
God
don't need to pray.
that this young man does not succeed at my club. Because
need to
if
pray.
he does, you will the podcast at the end of the season, that where we discuss transfers,
I will be here regardless.
you will sit down, you will listen to
I will
me.
be here regardless.
What's that Twitter video? Oh, you got one to chat to me before. Call me.
Don't worry.
But that's all I have to say. But we did get him on it. That was a swoop. You guys are paying of his 350. You're paying 250. We're only paying 100.
I was 50-50. Look it up.
No, it's not.
Yes, 50-50.
I looked everywhere that I've looked up has said you guys are paying 250. We're paying 100. You can look it up right now. I promise you.
I'm gonna look it up after.
Yeah. So that's a swoop, because you know what's crazy? His wages is the same wages as Reece Nelson for us. So you guys are paying him to come play for us. And I love it.
See, you just
So
want to
hopefully
throw that in
everything
there.
works.
That's fine.
So hopefully everything works out.
When he skies the ball to Rosette, I'll be here too.
He's not here long term. It's just a loan.
Okay.
And he's only here for a year.
Just keep
You
that.
just better hope he
Just
doesn't
keep the same
perform.
energy. Just keep the same energy.
You just better hope
Just
he
keep the
doesn't
same energy.
perform.
Like I said, keep the same energy. That's fine. Keep the same energy. That's fine.
At the end of the season, if he performs, it's Raheem, my dream, Sterling.
I think he will. It's not much. Can't get much worse than he was at Chelsea. So
You'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, you've seen the trajectory of Chelsea players in the past few years as they've migrated from Chelsea to Arsenal. So we'll see if that trend continues. Because I remember there's a time period you enjoyed when we bought the players of yours and they didn't do well. It looks like things are.
Yeah, that was like for a
come
good almost 15 years. So like the last 2 years you guys have had it, I guess.
You're reaching. It wasn't 15 years. You're reaching.
Nah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
let's hop into the last segment of the show.
Sorry, one thing. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's what I was
West
forgetting.
Ham. West
Yeah.
Ham.
Good luck to him.
Clamps McGee.
Yeah, Clamp God. I just wish he just knew how to cross the ball, which would have made him one of the best right backs in the world. But good luck to him. West Ham will be a good fit. Yeah.
I'm actually that statement right there. Just stop it.
One of the
Let's
best
move forward.
what?
Let's hold on. Let's not even indulge in that.
Stay up
One
to
of the
James.
best
Hold
in the world
on.
is insane. No. One of the best in the world is insane.
Agua.
Yeah,
How-
you need it.
Hold on.
No,
If Aaron Wan-Bissaka got, I'm saying, hold on. The crossing thing is obviously exaggerating. I'm saying if he had an offensive part of his game,
Okay,
He
that's
would be one of the
fair.
best
Best in the world.
he is 1v1 defending. Who's better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka?
No. I don't necessarily think it's 1v1 defending. I think it's more so his tackling than anything else. Because positioning and awareness, I think he lacks there. But his last ditch tackling and actual
And speed,
maybe the
too.
one, yeah, like I'll give him that. I will give him that. I won't take that away from him. He be locking dudes up. I'm gonna give that to him. But
If he had an
I think you
offensive
need a
game,
lot. I think you need a lot more to be considered one of the best right backs in the world. Because it's not just he needs to be better passing wise. His positioning as a defender and his reading of the game is not good. He's just a good like you said, 1v1 defender.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Trent.
I'm picking
But that's what I'm.
Trent, dog.
That's an easy answer. That's what I'm saying. But imagine Trent with Aaron Wan-Bissaka's defensive attributes. One of the best right backs in the world. That's
You're
what I'm trying to
talking
say.
about one of the best attacking right backs in the world. Like that.
And one of the
like,
best
come on,
defending
dog.
right backs in the world.
So you're basically talking about Reece James in a sense when he's not injured.
Oh, all right. Next segment.
Let's.
Did I lie? Did I lie?
When he's on the pitch.
I said that exactly
it.
when he's not injured. I
I'm
said
not
that.
gonna hold you.
When
I'm
he's
trying-
not injured.
I'm not gonna hold you, for instance. I'm trying so hard not to drink the Kool-Aid. I personally think that Ben White is a better right back than Reece James.
You are lucky.
Personally.
You are lucky that you're about 1,000 miles away from me.
Because the thing is, I'm thinking availability, offensive impact, defensive impact. I think Ben White's just an all-around player, in my opinion, and he's always available.
Yeah, let's
Your
keep
best
it. Let's keep
availability,
it
your
your
best
opinion.
ability is availability.
Let's keep it your opinion.
And Reese
That's
does
fine.
not have that. So
I got nothing.
So
to
we
say.
all said ridiculous statements. Next segment.
Okay. Let's move on.
wait, so y'all no, Ken, you really think that?
Are you
Next
are you out of
segment.
your mind?
Next, just keep it
Reece
your
James-
opinion.
That's exactly
keep
keep
it
it
your
your
opinion.
exactly.
In
Like I
my
your
personal, keep it
opinion.
there. Yeah.
On y'all
All right, the last. Ew. Look at this guy. Anyways, the last segment of the show, previewing to next week's fixtures. But keep in mind, we do have the international break coming up, so it's going to be the following week. So let's touch on it. It looks like the heralded early game is
Good
gonna be
bounce back
Chelsea
game.
versus West Ham.
Wait, is it?
No, that's 2 weeks. See,
Oh,
you're too
sorry,
ahead of yourself.
sorry.
You're
I
too
got
ahead of yourself.
excited. I got
Sit back
excited.
down. Sit back down.
I got
He's
excited.
looking for when Declan was back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
We have Saturday at 3 p.m.
Sorry. Saturday. No. Oh, it was
we're the
Man
early
U
game.
that
Yeah,
has the early game.
yes sir. Good. That's why I was saying good bounce back game. Southampton. Honestly, if we lose that game, I think ETH might get fired. Just because I'm not even joking with you, because based on this result against Liverpool, and then if we lose to Southampton, I think we're away.
Probably.
It is away.
Yeah.
It is away.
It's just not
St.
a good.
Mary's.
It's not a good back-to-back result, and for that reason, I honestly think his job will be on the line if he loses this game. But it's a good bounce back game. We need to take care of business. I don't want a draw. I don't want an uncomfortable win. I just want us to win. I just haven't had that in a long time.
Convincing, comfortable win.
Yeah, just give me a 3-0. Give me something that's like, all right, I don't even have to watch this anymore. Give me some of that.
Van Nistelrooy winning in the wing.
I was literally just about to say that.
Thomas Tuchel.
I want my manager back. That's fine. I'm
not gonna lie to you. You saying Thomas Tuchel gonna go to Man U?
See, now that I would get very upset with.
Kenny, let me tell you something right now. Kenny, let me tell you something.
My head will go
I'm
off.
gonna speak directly into the mic.
I might lose my head.
When and if, let me replay. If and when ETH gets the sack, Rude will be your next head coach.
For sure.
There's a reason why they hired him as an assistant. There's a reason why. Don't you ever?
I'm not rooting for any other manager. I love ETH, but hey, Thomas Tuchel got stuff done, proven. But
I know.
Francis?
Yes. 3 p.m. kickoff away at Bournemouth. Not gonna be a walk in the park, But oh, did you even give your what's it called?
Oh,
sorry. I think Southampton lose 2-0.
What did I say? 3?
You said 3-0?
That's what I want. Yeah.
What have I always said about these early kickoffs? 1-1.
Oh man. I'm gonna be sick. I'm really gonna be sick.
Oh. But yes, Bournemouth away, not gonna be easy. Evan Nilsson, new signing striker. Sinistera, Clivert, they got a couple people on there.
They got some heat. Stop playing with them boys.
Yeah, they got a couple people. Prediction 2-1 Chelsea.
I'm going to go with 2-1 Bournemouth. And you could thank Everton for that. They're mad hype right now off how they won the last game.
What a scrub of a team.
3-1 Bournemouth.
Okay. I see what we're doing.
I don't even mean that in a trolling way. I just think the fact that it's at Bournemouth, they're on good form right now. They actually have a really good team, believe it or not.
Shout out to Semenyo.
Yeah.
Antoine Semenyo.
To my Black Stars. Shout out to my Black Stars. And the fact that you guys lack consistency, I think it'll be 3-1 Bournemouth. No troll, no disrespect. That's just how I see it.
It's fair. We move.
And then next, in 2 weeks on Sunday, the North London Derby at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm not comfortable going into this game.
You should never be.
So, if Arteta makes the changes that I think should be made, there's a chance that we win this 2-1.
What are those changes?
It has to be one of two things. Start Calafiori on the left, put Timber in the middle next to Partey and Odegaard, or Timber next to Jorginho and Odegaard. I'm fine with either one of those. And then keep whatever front three he already had. Maybe put Martinelli in because Tottenham like to play high line. Maybe he gets back in form. Or put Trossard at the 9, make him play false 9, and put Havertz in the midfield next to Partey and Odegaard. Or Jorginho. Either one of those.
It's like
I think.
8 options.
Literally.
No, it's literally no. It's literally one or two. It's either you put Timber in the middle next to. That's the main thing.
You did it. Okay, go ahead. You did Timber, and then
he said
that.
Yeah. Branches.
Yeah. Branches. Calafiori, Partey, Odegaard,
No, I'm
Timber.
saying like. No, I'm saying like I don't care what he does next to Timber, but I'm saying I would want Timber in the midfield. Whatever he does with the other two is whatever.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Or if he puts Havertz in the middle and puts Trossard up top, and then Martinelli on the left, like whatever he wants to do with Partey or Jorginho from there is his business. But that's what I think.
So
2-1 win to the Arsenal.
Francis.
North London derby, away at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's gonna be a feisty game. I think there are gonna be goals in this one. I'm leaning towards an Arsenal win because you guys do have the better team. But something just tells me Tom's going to find a way to get you guys. I'm going to go 3-2 Tottenham.
I'm going with 2-2 draw. I do see goals in it as well. I think you guys would be down and then tie the game late, just because Tottenham's defense and how they play, it's that high line is going to kill them. But yeah, I see a 2-2 draw. We'll see how Arteta fares against the best manager in London.
You know, I have to actually comment on that. They gave that man London Manager of the Year after being at the club for less than 4 months. It's disgusting. It's a disgrace.
Impact.
It's a mockery. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
yeah.
it right now.
I do see a very, very good game. That's the Sunday game.
Sunday game. That's the Sunday at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Oh, 9.
Who's playing at 11?
Wolves, Newcastle.
Yes.
We got to switch that.
Yeah.
Maybe by his grace, Marino comes back healthy, but he's supposed to be out for at least a month, so we'll see how that goes.
All right.
But yeah, man, another week's episode in the books. Thanks for tuning in. The Banter 3 FC podcast.
Love you, Scotty Too Hottie. Take care.
Blue flag flying high.
Hopefully next week you see me doing this, or in 2 weeks you see me doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Keep this. Yeah, we gonna see.
All right, I'll catch y'all boys.
All right.